Here's what we got. We got a quarter cow. You can see we got quite a bit of stuff in there. Here's what it looks like. I'm taking up. There's 2 layers here, and there's a stack of stuff under there. That's all the steaks down there. And then there, and then over here. That's just 1 layer on that section there, but. And then over here is all the ground beef. So what we have in here is we got 52 pounds of ground beef. We got ribeye steaks, T-bone steaks, sirloin steaks, stew meat, flank steak, sirloin roast, liver, chuck roast, ribs, suit bones, oxtail, the tongue, arm roast, and the heart. All in there. For reference, this is I think a 5 cubic foot freezer. It's probably about half full. Maybe a little bit more than half full, 60% full maybe. But that's what a quarter of beef looks like here in Minnesota. I just got it processed over at Dover Meats. Just got back and loaded up the freezer, so figured I'd give everybody a good look at what it's looking like for meat. I'll go ahead and put on the screen here what total weight it was and the price we paid and everything, so you can get an idea on what a quarter of a beef looks like if you were interested in wanting to purchase a portion of a cow and what you could expect to see. So like I said, this is ground beef all the way down. If you look down there, there's ground beef underneath, but then I got the ribs and roasts here on the bottom down there, standing upright. I've got the steaks all lined up in a row, and then on the top here is the bones, oxtail, the liver, the short ribs, that kind of stuff, and then over here is some of those roasts as well. So the stew meat, a variety. That's what it's looking like. I went ahead and did a little bit of comparison to compare this to what it would be if you were to go to Hy-Vee and buy a similar product. I just used what the cheapest cut of meat was for these items at Hy-Vee to show you. So the prices on the screen here will be those prices if you were to purchase it retail at Hy-Vee for the least expensive cut you could for that type of meat. So you see we got the ground beef, we got 3 different types of steaks. We got the ribeye, the T-bone, the sirloin, and then actually we got some flank steak as well. So 4 different types of steak, the stew meat, we got some roasts, all that. As you can see, those prices are just listed right out here on the screen. So I just took the amount of weight we had in our order and multiplied it by what the price at Hy-Vee right now is for those similar items. So you can see, and then we also got the least the unpopular things that a lot of people skip over is the soup bones and the oxtail and the organ meat. So it was about 200 pounds hanging weight when we paid $260 a pound based on that price. So it was $520, and then we had to pay $200 to the processor to get it all broken down. So we paid $720, but the retail value was $816. There's a comparison.